Just good. I got you.
Right. I'll just say 9.
Revolutionary War Patriots. Green Mountain Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, was organized in April 1892 in Burlington. This list of patriots living during the Revolutionary War in what would become Vermont are ancestors of Green Mountain Chapter Daughters in 2022. General in 1865, among other examples. And men built a parapet and set up a battery. On August 3rd, a British gunboat and 2 sloops, 1.5 miles offshore, began a cannonade. This attack was repulsed in 20 minutes by the American battery and by 2 of Commodore McDonough's armed scouts. It was on June 24, 1861, the first Vermont soldiers who enlisted for service in the Civil War for 3 years left Burlington for Washington to Montreal. 4 days earlier, the 866 officers and men across the state had been mustered into the Union Army under Colonel Henry Whitting at the county fairgrounds. distinction in many battles during the war. A total of 1,858 men served in the 2nd Vermont Regiment before its members mustered out on July 15, 1861. Losses in the war were 399 dead, 692 wounded, 129 captured. Division for Historic Preservation. Wooden statue sitting in Battery Park in Burlington, Vermont. So here we have Chief Greylock is one of the many whispering giant sculptures located around the country by sculptor Peter Wolf Toth. Toth had a goal to carve a sculpture depicting a Native American in every state to honor their culture. Starting in 1972 and continuing over the following decades, the artist installed 72 sculptures across North America. Only about 50 of the statues remain today. Toth carved this 34-foot sculpture in 1984 from a red oak harvested in Lummerston, Vermont, and was installed in Battery Park. The Abenaki tribes of this area decided to name the piece after their last great warrior, Chief Greylock, and it remains highly valued as a public acknowledgement of their legacy and presence in Vermont. Made of wood and exposed to the elements, Chief Greylock has deteriorated over time. Burlington Parks Recreation and Waterfront and Burlington City Arts are seeking funding to restore the work in collaboration with Abenaki leaders and the Winooski Valley Parks District. Abenaki legend that the creator of the Champlain Valley turned himself into a rock island, which may be seen through the fan shell window to your left, selected. Might view the valley forever. This statue honors Chief Greylock and all Indians indigenous to Vermont. Dedicated in 1984. 47 for 50 state statues donated by sculptor Peter Wolf Toth to heighten the nation's appreciation for its Native American citizens. Plaque says the following: to commemorate all those working people who have been killed, disabled, injured, and made ill on the job. Remember the dead, fight for the living. This was created by the Buried Granite Cutters Association, the Vermont Workers Center, and the City of Burlington, Vermont. These trees here in Battery Park in Burlington, Vermont, these trees are dedicated to those who died at the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and in Pennsylvania on September 11, 2001. It was planted by Branch Out Burlington. in September of 2002. So here we have a memorial, again in Battery Park in Burlington, Vermont, in memory of all who served in World War II, Operations Silent Witness. Eisenhower Memorial Tree dedicated by All-American Commander Clifton LaPlante, Howard LaPlante, VFW Post 782, and Mayor Peter Claudel, City of Burlington, Vermont, dedicated May 30, 2001. Another memorial here in Battery Park. This one's simply the battery. Of the 13 guns on this ground, the battery of 13 guns on this ground repulsed an attack of 3 British gunboats on June 13, 1813. It was the defense of Burlington and the United States Army here in camp during the War of 1812. This tablet was erected by the Green Mountain Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, in 1898.